I once saw a high school teacher lead a simple, powerful exercise to teach his class about privilege and social mobility. He started by giving each student a scrap piece of paper and asked them to crumple it up. Then he moved the recycling bin to the front of the room. He said, "The game is simple. You all represent the country's population, and everyone in the country has a chance to become wealthy and move into the upper class. To move into the upper class, all you must do is throw your wadded up paper into the bin while sitting in your seat." The students in the back of the room immediately piped up saying, "This is unfair." They could see the rows of students in front of them had a much better chance. Everyone took their shots and, as expected, most of the students in the front made it, but not all, and only a few students in the back of the room made it. He concluded by saying, "The closer you were to the recycling bin, the better your odds." This is what privilege looks like. Did you notice how the only ones who complained about fairness were in the back of the room? By contrast, people in the front of the room were less likely to be aware of the privilege they were born into. All they can see is 10 feet between them and their goal. Your job as students who are receiving an education is to be aware of your privilege and use this particular privilege called education to do your best to achieve great things, all the while advocating for those in the rows behind you.
To the whites, who of you have actually acted out in an evil way against a black person just because they're black? I haven't, ever, and I'm guessing that a very large majority of you haven't either. You're not racist, so stop feeling guilty. I don't have to prove my non-racism to anybody. I just live it. I don't owe black people, I don't owe the media, I don't owe some stupid social media influencer celebrity campaign anything. And I will not ever apologize simply for being white. And I will never apologize that my hard work got me to where I am. This isn't about race. This is about distracting you from the real enemy and manipulating you to think in a certain way.
Then the truth actually applies, but I had to actually clip it and bring it to the end so that you could actually see them doing this mental judo of saying it's not about race, but yet all the while making it about race. Again, if you noticed in the video that I shared, it demonstrated how people in the front row have an advantage over those in the back rows. Now, if she was a good patriot, she would know that she does owe other citizens. We owe each other because we're all a part of the same nation. And as all being a part of the same nation, you have people like me who are veterans of our armed forces. We don't take the notion that we don't owe our fellow citizens anything. We understand something called service. And did you notice what she said there? It's for you to think a certain way. Again, she's projecting that certain way that they want the people that they're actually talking to think is anti-them, evil them, others, non-human. This is the dog whistle of white supremacy.